Welcome to our virtual free spring break craft bag at the Museum of the Grand Prairie in Mahomet. Puppets have been around for several thousand years. There are many types of puppets and they are used for a variety of ways. Do you have any puppets at home? You may have seen some in TV shows. Sesame Street was a popular TV show and the puppets were called Muppets. Some movies have puppet shows in them, and The Sound of Music has a wonderful marionette puppet show. They can be the character of books, such as Pinocchio, who also made a movie. They might also show up on magazine covers. This is an object from our museum's collection. Saturday Evening Post was a very popular magazine in the 1900s. This one is from 1932. You can see that it has the string puppets, another word for marionette puppets. In our craft bag, you will find this paper where you can make finger puppets. You can color them, cut them out, follow the directions, and have 5 new finger puppets for you to use. Now we're going to make a spoon puppet. I have a couple joining me today, and you can begin to see what different ways you can do things and try to figure out, what do I want mine to look like later today? In the craft bag, you will have your spoon, your material, and the Ziploc with your paper squares, pipe cleaner, feathers, and the Google eyes. The first thing we're going to do is to fold our paper squares. So you want to fold them in half and then fold it again. You want to hold it by the folded corner so that all the openings point down. And then you're going to cut a very tiny arc, no more than 1/4 inch down, with your scissors. Very tiny. Now, to do the bottom part, there are lots of ways you can do the bottom shape. I experimented on a lot with scrap paper first, a good way to reuse paper before you do it. So this one was folded, snipped, and I cut that design. Another design I cut, fold, snip, and I cut that part. So I'm going to cut one more to show us how to do that. And I'm going to make a small circle so I can cut my bottom like that. Open up. And I have a small circle. Next, we're going to cut our material. So, you want to fold it in half, and in half again, holding it the same way we did with the paper, where the corners all together come up here, and my openings are all pointing down. I cut a tiny hole here, and when I open it up, it looks like that. Now I'm going to take my spoon and put my 4 collars on here, and then stick my material through here. Now I'm going to switch these to my next one, other spoon where I have already done the next job. So, take these out, I put them on here, put this one in. I'm going to turn it upside down. Then I pull the material just up a tiny bit around the spoon, and I take my pipe cleaner and I tie the material on here like this. Flip it. There we go. And you can also, if you want the bottom of your material to look like this, you do nothing to the bottom edge. If I want it to look more round and even, like this one, then I want to cut it the same way you would cut the circle in the paper. So now I need to color my face and decide where I want to glue my feathers. And once I've done that, then I'm ready to put on my eyes. I'm going to take a little bit of glue. I like using a Q-tip for that. And glue on my eyes. There we go. I decided to make kind of a spooky Halloween one because I got orange and black feathers and the gray material in my bag. Now I'm going to take my marker, and I decided to make a Halloween jack-o'-lantern face on it. So we only get one shot at it. Come on, Mr. Jack-o'-lantern. There we go. What a spooky looking dude he is. There we go. So a fun family activity for you now is to have fun with your puppet show. And you can also add your finger puppets to it and maybe grab a couple from home. If you would like to send us a picture of your spoon puppet, which we would love to see, you can take a picture and send it to Katie at her email address. We would love to see them. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time, and have a happy spring.